Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts, I never. Bets are off. Everything was better off.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big. Points of God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what points of God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Ebron's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And some room to work. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. Big run on the opening drive, and they better watch out for this guy or it's going to be a long game.
Back when I played in our scouting reports getting ready for games, we put stars next to the guys that we thought were the key players on the other side. There should have been 3 or 4 stars next to that guy's name.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 41. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Box truck.
They'll try the air now with Locke. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. I'll call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. pass play. It's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
You got three down. Check.
From the gun, here's Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant. Hit it.
On 1st down, Locke. It's complete to Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Locke now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
High 7.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's got Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
All day, baby, all day, all day. 13, spill. Hey, echo. Say go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 6. At the Colts 21-yard line.
Ready
Now,
up.
this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yo, yo, yo. 80 weapon. Yo, snap.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Kill. Hey, exit. Kill. Try out. Right up.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Monday. Check 3. 6. Pull it high.
Now it's Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Guys going complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Tanner and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Finding room inside the 40. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 12. Let's go, D.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Check out. Wide, 90. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second down and goal. Luck. That's complete right around the 8. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To throw is Love. Funches has it complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
You. Hey, Charlie. Sit.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Lock again here on second and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them. But they also...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Check pass.
Now Locke again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. And the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Block now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now it's Hines, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 90 in the mic. What's ready?
Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check three.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Go out.
Yes.
From the 39, Locke. He gets it to Thomas. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run with Taylor. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super tough.
This is Hines. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Locke. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 45 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On 1st down, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
12. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, orbit.
Off the field.
Now Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Go.
Taylor. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
80 weapons.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Ready! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch.
Ebron's got it. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey, box truck.
57 to mark. I got you, boy. Let's 57.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go right here. Hey, check Mike 57.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw, Locke. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts. But his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
50 seconds to Mike. On. 50 seconds to Mike. Go, Captain, let's go. We got you.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. Sliding out of the pocket, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
57. Flow. Go. 57.
Here's Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check! 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Shoot!
Now a give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Rocket.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
Hey, check.
Now it's Locke. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
11B. 41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check 41. You can't block me.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, exit.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Get it.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They run the counter. Taylor, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From the end zone, Locke. Complete to Hilton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. 41 mic.
Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Hooked up by Brian Bobby Calhoun. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Locke going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. He's crashing. He's checking. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Ready, ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.